part is the laboratory stuff, okay? I want to show you this right quick. This is the, remember I told you about the guy with the very old airplane. The guy in New York makes old airplanes. This oldest flying airplane in the country right now. It's the one that killed the tape to identify your engine with your name and your table number on it, okay? You have that, and you have pins to write on, okay, to document things, okay? So you can use the whole thing for working on your motor during this lab. But you put all your parts in this drawer or in this team underneath here. All your parts go here or here. They won't fit in there. Do not put parts in any other drawer, because some other team has that drawer already. We don't want to mix up our engine parts. You won't get the engine back together if you do that, okay? So you get the top here to use. This drawer and underneath this drawer is yours to store your engine parts. We're going to have 2 periods to take it apart, 2 periods to put it back together. Tonight we're just going to be organized. Next week we'll do a group exercise, 1 table at a time. I'll call you up front. We'll do a group exercise. We do 1 table at a time, because otherwise nobody gets anything out of the train. It's going to be that engine right there. You'll see all the parts on that cutaway. And you go back and work on your engine, okay? Every lab I'll probably do some beginning thing. We're going to do spark plugs, we're going to do magnetos, we're going to do fuel pumps, oil pumps, things like that. And then we'll break out and do our engines. While you're doing your engine disassembly, after next week, we're going to be doing other parts in conjunction with that. Carburetors, for example. We're going to take carburetors apart while you're working your engine. I'll give you a little guide to go by, to fill out answer sheet. We're not trying to maintain carburetors. We just want to know how they work for us as a pilot, okay? That's all we care about. We'll talk about it in lecture. And if you see the carburetor taken apart, you understand how it works better when I talk about it in lecture. It'll mean something to you, okay? Let's do that. You tell you got too much in the airport. They don't care about cost. They ever know anything about engines. They don't care. Somehow, cost is supposed to figure it out. Only they don't. You're airport to get out. You won't know anything about jet engines, okay? Hey, how about aerodynamics? Oh, you're going to be running Ponzi for 8 airports, right? For superstar? No, they'll change my aerodynamics in airports either. I promise you that nothing has changed since I went to college. It's the same today as it was 50 years ago. Nothing has changed, but the airplane types has changed. Okay, here we go. Laboratory period. First thing you talk about today is exercise and fire exercise. Since we took care of everything cleaned up, we got back and forth. We didn't have any fancy reports, but we did have a fire code burning at this whole freaking building, okay? So if we have a fire, we go by, I'm going to be the last one out. Our fire assembly area is going to be across the street if the fire allows us to go that way, okay? If the fire doesn't allow us to go that way, we'll go a different way. Next slide. Here's our fire bottles. There's lots of them around the building, okay? Next slide. Here's one again for the simulator. Next slide. And here's our primary assembly area. If this doesn't work because of fire, we'll go west, we can go east, we can go north, get out of the building, okay? And those fire trucks, running out here, watching, we're surrounded by roads. They will run over you by accident, okay? So watch out for those fire vehicles. Next slide. Let's do that. Oh, wait. I'm going to be the last one out to the assembly area, whichever direction we go. Because I'm going to pull some of these motors out, push them out away from the fire. I don't want these motors to burn up. Most of them, I had the pleasure of coordinating donated to ASU from local companies, okay? ASU's not ever going to buy some more motors, okay? They don't need you out here. How do you know we didn't exist out here? I'll push those motors out and I'll join you in the assembly area, okay? Okay, what we're going to do, what I told you, safety procedures, okay? No open-toed shoes. You got to have tennis shoes, okay? No open-toed flip-flops, okay? You can't have to drop something on your foot, damage your foot. What your parents going to do when my son got hurt today because of the throat. What are you going to do about it? I'm going to talk to him. That's me they're going to end up talking to, okay? Why do you let that student in your lab? Professor Kimberly had open-toed shoes on. I made a mistake. What can I say? Okay, the other thing is no shorts. She'll get hot a little bit later. She'll get hot. Everybody wants to wear shorts. No shorts ever in this laboratory. You drop something, tools on you, you scratch up your body, your parents get upset, okay? You probably won't get hurt, but you could get hurt. But we don't want any parental calls going to President Crow about their son going to get hurt in a high principle, okay? So it says no shorts. When you get shorts, you can go home and change, okay? So no shorts when the weather gets hot, okay? No open-toed shoes, and let's see what else. Okay, next slide. you'll be wearing, while you're working here with the engines, you'll be wearing aprons every time, okay? We got some brand new aprons. Put these on, wear these aprons, okay? And then you'll have safety glasses. Now, safety glasses will structure that over here. You wear safety glasses also, so you don't damage your eyesight. Everybody wants to be a pilot almost, okay? So safety glasses, aprons, no shoes, no shorts, okay? And you'll be fine. That's all there is to it. Okay, let's see. If you get your cut fingers and blades and we have this kit right here. We can do first aid help. We got little band-aids for cut fingers and things like that, okay? If someone gets hurt seriously, we call the fire department to come over here and evacuate you to the hospital. Suppose I just drop dead and all of a sudden start shaking. Maybe I'm having a heart attack. You're supposed to go to this emergency booklet right here and figure out, oh, I see this professor passed out on the floor. I want medical emergency. What should we do? Well, you should know to call 911. You don't have to read a stupid book, okay? My wife might depend on it. I want to be around for a few more years, okay? Okay, so let's see. Emergency procedure and operation checks and material data safety sheet. Every lab here in this building, engineering or aviation, has a material safety data sheet in it. If you get some imbibe some chemical that's listed here in the labs, we only have oil, it shouldn't be a problem. But if you get a chemical, you can take the sheet to the doctor, hospital, it tells the doctor how to treat you. Material data safety sheet, anything that might be handling in the industrial environment we have here, okay? It's a safe, hospital know anything about this, they never get training on it. But people imagine will get trained on this, they work on hangers and things like that, okay? Occupational Safety Healthy Act, passed by Congress 20 years ago, protect the health of the workers at that company. Hospital don't do anything but fly airplanes, so they don't know anything about that. Let's see, next slide. So now you know, in case you hear that term again, materials, Occupational Safety Healthy Act, that's Health Act, okay? When you improve your booklet, document your work, you're improving your little booklet I gave you, making it better. Document your work, make it more, so your book is to use, write it on, make pencil improvement. Okay, I want to change this for my permanent document. Pictures, take pictures as you're just looking at your engine. So you put them into your booklet, okay? Makes your booklet a little more professional. The booklet is worth 5 points. The engine assembly is worth 5 points. You get 10 points this project. Then we're going to do 2 field trips. That's worth 10 points. And then you're going to do a presentation on the very last thing. That's worth 5 points. You get 25 points in the laboratory. You get 10 points for your homework. That's 35 points. If you make a bunch of D's, the lab is going to pull you up to a C. If you make a bunch of F's, it's not going to be able to pull you up to a C, okay? It can pull you up in quite a few D's. If you come to the lab, do what you're supposed to do in the lab, get those points, like we're going to try to make sure you get those points. It'll pull you up. So if you're not a real test taker, generally it will pull you up to a low C, okay? Okay? So both courses have been designed to do that. You just have to do your part, okay? Next slide. Let's see. Here's a shower right outside the door here. Industrial shower. It's in case you get something in your body, just got to get off where it irritates your body. We don't have anything you're involved. There's no reason to pull a shower. Last time they pulled it, they flooded out the lower level for a couple of days, okay? That's where you got to shut off. So don't use the shower, okay? Next slide. I wish we used that a few years ago. One of our students next door blew metal particles into his eye because he did what he was supposed to do. He wasn't listening. And so we brought him down here, we put his eye, head over, push that lever, sprayed cold water in his eye for 15 minutes. He got all the metal particles out of his eye. He didn't have to go to the hospital. It's amazing. It worked like it's supposed to. So we lucked out on that. So that's why we wear safety glasses next door also. Okay, next slide. And we talked about that already. So OSHA has different parts of the Occupational Safety Health Act, okay? Or different types of chemicals that are used in those environments. Next, I just want you to be aware of it, so all of you should know. We're going to go any deeper than that. Different types of sections that are in the safety data sheets. If you get into that environment, they'll be able to train on that later. Next slide. Next slide. And in here, we begin administration. It may not be 45 minutes long, probably 30 minutes or less. Then we will dispatch, pull your engines out, start working your motors, hands-on next time, the carburetors, magnetos, spark plugs, glass engine, we'll do a glass engine run, the third lab. The fourth lab, we're gonna go across the road, see the radial engines at Channel Gilbert. And then we do our cutaways engines after midterm. Well, so a little bit earlier than the jet engines. And we got 2 field trips. This lab here is going to go to Southwest Airlines hangar. And all I have to have you guys fill out a permission slip. I'm going to give you next week, and also give you one for the overhaul place. That was going to be first. I give you come to class next week so you can sign these stupid permission slips. If you don't sign a permission slip, you don't get to go. You don't get the 5 points. Okay? I can't track down 3 or 4 periods trying to get you to turn in your permission slip. It's an off-school event. You have to have permission from the extra to go to it, okay? And I'm also going to give you a photo release so I can take your photos and use them on Facebook to recruit more people. Also, so your parents can see you taking these engines. Wow, my son's taking these engines report. How about that? I never thought you'd do that. I want to get us back together. That's probably what they'll think. They'll know to get them back together. We'll show them back together. I'll show you on the field trips. I'll show you a channel Gilbert also. You're going to try to see you. You're going to try to see yourself in the big group also, okay? It's a little motivating thing to see your pictures doing work at school. I mean, I have a photo signature from you tells I can do that. I just can't do it because I want to. You have to give me permission to do it. I'll do that next week, okay? The Chandler overhaul this field trip and then the photo release. Now, the other field trip is going to be in April. We go to Carolina, Southwest for this one. We get over there about 7:15, and they have 7:30. Somewhere I'll tell you what they give you a map, and they have an airplane engine around 8:30. And they talk about the airplane. Get into the airplane, make a few row shots, get the captain, see, get all those pictures, take pictures of it, walk around the airplane, learn all about it.
How are we going to get there?
Also, okay?
Bus?
They don't have an engine shop over there yet. But we have fun with the airplane in Southwest, okay? So that's the plan. And so your 25 points is left, so do what you're supposed to do with the left. Show up when you're supposed to show up. And if you don't show up, hey, I don't want to go to that class, I'm tired of hearing person give me talk. Rattle on, okay? Okay, yeah, if you don't show up, we document the attendance here. If you don't show up tomorrow, someone didn't show up, and if they don't send an email tomorrow, I have time, I'll ask them, why weren't you here? If I don't have time, I'm just logging unexcused absence, okay? If you're not here, I assume you don't deal with who. I'm going to log you unexcused absence. What does that mean? That means every time you do that, we'll take 2 points off your final grade for every single lab you cut class. Every time you cut my lab, it's going to be 2 points off your final course grade, whatever that may be. It might be a low C, it may turn into a low D if you don't come to class. That's the only way I can get you guys to come to class. Particularly some of the morning crews don't like to come to this class, okay? I gotta have a hammer to make them come to class. Otherwise they can't learn stuff, you don't come to class. It's just that simple. Okay, so 2 points off everything. Your final course grade, whatever that may be, times the number of labs you missed. Unexcused absence, okay? You don't tell me why you're not here, I just assume that you don't give a hoot. It's unexcused absence for me. Tell me if you get sick. Tell me if your mom's sick, you can take it to the doctor or whatever. If you don't tell me, I don't know. I don't have time to track you down. Okay? Personally, you're responsible for your actions. Okay? Listen, next slide. And the last thing you do, you'll do, lab 50, you'll do a presentation in your group. If you don't have a group, build that presentation. Somebody say, hey, this guy did not do anything for us. You wouldn't talk to us at all. He did nothing on our presentation. Okay, he gets 0 points, okay? Now, so you all work together, you're 4, 6, or 5, you work together, make a presentation, engine topic of your choice, turbines or pistons, I don't care, as long as it's engine related. You can do it right here, internet's available right here, okay? By the time we do that, you'll be able to speak turbines fluently. You'll understand turbines really well, okay? And the piston engines also, you do briefings on the right Wells engine. You can do the LEAP engine, do 777 engine if you want to do that. You can do anything you want to do. You just talk for 2 or 3, 4 slides, max, per person. There's 4 groups. And then interns don't grade you. They're going to evaluate your presentation, give you some tips, hints, suggestions to make it better. And they're going to give you 5 points for it if they don't like the presentation. You're going to get 5 points for your presentation. If you're here and doing it, if you don't show up, you got to have a doctor's excuse. If you don't have a doctor's excuse, you won't get the 5 points, okay? If you're absent and you're sick, well, the doctor's going to give you the 5 points. that you participate in making this presentation. You email the presentation to me. I want you to use your real names. I can't find nicknames to post your grade by, okay? I need real names. Remember that. I'll remind you when we get closer. Okay? It's not that hard. It's really easy to do PowerPoint's really easy. Presentation is a good practice for you. Some of your freshmen, some of your juniors, you've been doing presentation at your airline, your management person. So it's good practice. With your own peers here, it's a hard thing to be peers, okay? But you will do the best you can. You'll get lots of practice as time goes by. Okay, we're going to have two light-tone engines in here. We'll have two yellow-type Franklin engines here. Here's the Franklin. We'll have two of these on the left side. We'll have two of these. So we have our 4 engines, okay? Franklins were measured. They were World War II engines used in helicopters, okay? This one was used in a small liaison airplane. I'm going to show you those, okay? They're both about the same. Opposed engine 405 cubic inches, and this one was 434 cubic inches, okay? Next slide. Just a little bit about your engine. The other ones was used in the Korean War as upright helicopter engines, okay? You'll see those. Next slide. And here's the early helicopters, late World War II, and the Korean War vintage. Okay, that's our flight-filling engines, okay? Next slide. And watch how the engine opposed 435 cubic inches. They were used in World War II liaison airplanes. Okay? I don't know how I issued 1940. Where they did. Next slide. Here's a light marine engine. It has a data. This whole engine has a data plate. Look, number 1 cylinder always fires first, and then the cylinder will fire. That's a reduced vibration of the engine. Okay. Next slide. And let's see. Next slide. Okay. Our watch phones came from Newport Mission, 1944. Yeah. Next slide. Here's our watch phone engine. It's just like our Cessna 172 inches today. There's hardly any difference at all. Almost the same speed, almost the same horsepower. It's all pretty much the same. Okay. Next slide. Here's our carburetor. Here's our data plate. Here's our opposed engine. Here's our spline, propeller shaft. Right here, we'll talk about later. Here's our 6-cylinder engines. Okay. Accessory gears to the back, accessory gears to the back. We'll go over there. You'll see the cutaway next week. Valve covers right here, carburetor down here. Here's a engine mounts, and an engine down here to show you also, okay? So it hasn't really changed significantly in the last 70 years, okay? So it's the same reliable aircraft engine, okay? Next slide. Next slide. So both of them are about the same cubic inch displacement. Closed engines, okay? Next slide, let's get up on that. And there's the large one was in this little airplane, okay? It was used by all the services used in World War II, okay? Next slide. It was wood covered fabric, yeah, steel timber frame, yeah. Next slide. And about the same as the 172, okay? Everything's about the same as 172, next slide. And here's one thing I found I didn't know about this. This little airplane would lay communications line from one top to the operations center where they all the plotting their attacks and everything pops. Attack operations center, it would run communications wire from one to the other. I didn't know they used airplanes to lay that communication wire, but apparently it worked, okay? That was something I never heard of before. Next slide. Okay, you're going to do just before we talked about the book. We told that's 10%, that's because that's your engine assembly and your book, okay? That's 10%, 10 points. Everybody's a final presentation, lab 15, talk a little, you have to develop a topic to do your presentation on, okay? Now, all this stuff we're doing together, what's the purpose of doing these engine assembly and these teams and the team and presentation? What's the purpose of all this stuff? Just to give you something to do in college to justify your grade? No, we get graded, evaluated, when we are taught, we're forced to teach team dynamics. Because when you get out of college, go to work in an airline, work in a revenue management section, you work with other departments to solve some problem in the airline. When you're a pilot, you work in a cockpit with a captain, you can't stand him. And you work as a flight attendant in the back. You work as a team together to make everything work well. And passengers are safe to do a nice flight, okay? That's where you learn to do team. You can't do team dynamics here. You're not going to be able to do it in the cockpit. We have some guys who never figure out how to work together with somebody else. It's all about themselves only. Everybody else doesn't count. No, but some students never figure that out. Or we come in projects here, projects in structures, and set up to work together. We're going to work together, okay? It's like in the military, you work together or you don't survive the battle, okay? In the military, you learn really quickly to work together. Next slide. Like I said, you don't get things together, you're getting complete grade, okay? So far, it has not been a problem. In 17 years I've been doing this, it hasn't been a problem yet, okay? Just so you know, if you goof off, everybody quits, don't come to class, it just lays in pieces. Everybody on that team is going to get an incomplete grade, okay? It's in the syllabus. It's like your renewed booklet, revised booklet to me is due on lab period number 8. So when it's lab period number 8, we'll look on our schedule and show you. Okay, next slide. Your presentation, just send it to me with your real names on it, first page, and I'll post those 5 points by your names, okay? Electronically send it to me, okay? Next slide. Here is our, we're going to go, level number 8 is returning your booklet to me, okay? And we do DI, so still electricity at that point. And then level number 9, we start doing jets. We'll actually start doing jets a little bit earlier than level 9 in the lab here, okay? Because there's a lot more material for jets. But traditionally, we start at level 9, okay? Next slide. And we'll do separate cutaway into next week.
That's true.
And we'll do the last inch of the third week. Fourth week is going to channel go to 2 illegal inches, okay? Field trip number 7, we're going to go to the Incoterm place by Chandler Airport. We have 7. We won't come here. We all meet at the place where we're going to go. I'll give you directions and how to get there and the addresses and all that stuff. We'll meet there. This is a 6:30 class. We'll probably meet there at 7 o'clock. Real close by. Questions?
Just want to let you guys know the ASU buses will not be taking us there, so you'll have to carpool with people.
Yeah.
Well, over.
There's adequate parking over there. It's nice if you carpool together. You guys can come and give somebody a ride. That would be really nice also, okay? Is that what you're commenting?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you carpool good. There is adequate parking over there. At 6:30, all the other businesses are closed down, so there's adequate parking by this place where we're going to go, okay? Next slide. Same way with Southwest. Southwest is going to be, almost all workers will be gone. Well, there's a lot of mechanics here at night, but all the administrative workers are gone, so there's adequate parking at Southwest in their area also for you can get here at 7 o'clock. Okay, here, lab number 8 is February, this class is going to be February 28th, okay? That's when your booklet is due. So don't wait until February 27th to start talking to your team. How long is this booklet? Did you make any comments in the booklet that went wrong? Oh, no, I forgot. Did you make any pictures? Oh, no, I forgot. I still got to have a booklet, okay? You don't want to lose 5 points off your grade. Okay? You're supposed to put up right here in spring break, 3 to 10 March. I'll try not to give you a chance coming back from spring break. Okay? I don't think that'll be on the schedule. Our last day, we have Division 424. 25th is the last day of class. That's a Friday, last day of class. And then for the campuses. And 26 and 27 is study days. Next slide, still got that here. Next slide. Oh, here's the tours, field trips, okay? Southwest, where you're going to go to this class, okay? There's 2 field trips, so it's 10% of your grade, okay? You guys, I've been going over here for probably 16 years. Southwest has never turned me down on my dates, but I have to have a permission slip from each one of you before you can attend. You go in and just observe, listen and observe. You don't have to write any reports on a field trip or anything. No administrative stuff for you to do. Just sit there and enjoy and visit, okay? I don't want you trying to write any report from anything like that. Just sit there and enjoy and visit, okay? If you're sick, I can't make it up. If you're sick, you got to have a doctor's excuse. Otherwise, you're not going to get the 5 points, okay? Is that reasonable? Okay, there's no makeup for this, okay? Okay? You can't change to the other labs. American has a lot more requirements I have to do. So you just can't go, I want to go to American. No, you can't go to American. This class is going to go Southwest, or you're not going to go anywhere, okay? Don't tell me I want to go with my buddy who's in the Tuesday lab to American Airlines. Don't work that way. Next slide. Here is inside the hangar at Southwest. This is the guy that coordinate for us to get this APU donated to ASU, okay? Next slide. This is it's another place to work for. We're gonna try to go to Air National Guard base. They're real good about us also. Okay, next slide. Here is the American Airlines hangar. See a lot of those stinking Airbuses over there, American Airlines, okay? That's probably what we'll see. If there's one in the hangar, they'll probably, they may let us tour, depending on what they're doing to the maintenance wise. Otherwise, we're gonna see all the jet engines they have over there at American Airlines. They have a lot. They have an actual engine QDC chop, okay? So we can see engines really good over there. Have paint on the ceiling, which is everything on. And the guy knows what we're doing now. Same mechanic, takes us for every trip. They're real particular with the paperwork. We'll have classes, so we probably have 2 extra people just as security escorts while we're there, okay? Which is ridiculous, but that's American Airlines. They overdo everything, okay? And we got to do the paperwork. When I give you those permission slips next week or a couple of weeks later, I want you to write your names on the permission. Sign your name, print it, and sign it. I want you to sign it so people at American Airlines can read your signature. They're going to make up a little pass for you. If they can't read your signature or read your print, they're not going to let you in there. And I get a nasty gram from, hey, I can't read your student signatures. So you scribble your pilot's signature like you normally do. No, don't do it for these people. They want to be able to read your signature and your printed name, okay? I'll remind you of that. Has anybody been doing that before me? Every time we go into Southwest, I get problems with signatures because you guys scribble your name, so you don't think it's important. It is important in the airline business. Those people over there are security super conscious, okay? So we'll talk about that when we get pretty soon. I won't give you those permission slips for a while. We'll do the overhaul facility. I'll have those permission slips for you next week, okay? Next slide. And there's our inside the hangout at the engine shop at American Airlines, okay? Next slide. And there's one of our class. We get a group picture put on Facebook. Okay, next slide. Here's one of those big Airbuses. They have in the hangar to let us tour the Airbus. Sometimes they won't let us tour it because they're doing some maintenance to it that we can't get in the airplane, okay? Next slide. But they at least take us out here. Here's the overhaul place where we know for maintenance, engine maintenance overhaul. Right over here is where the tower is. This is across the street from the tower. Right here's the curve. I'll be standing right here on the curve so you don't miss your turn into it. This is not the building now. You turn in here. This used to be their building. They sold it. Now their building is right behind this one. Right back there is where we'll meet for our tours, okay? I'll be out here on the curve directing you so you don't miss your turn. I'll give you a map and phone number up times and all that stuff, okay? Yes, you will miss it. If I'm not out there, you will miss it because it's hidden behind this building. You'll have a map, but so I'm going to give you a paper map that I know will work. Okay? Next slide. You're going to get an entrance. This is 1 inch. 1 inch was on the same part right here. This is 1 inch right here. And the same part, put it back together, clean it. Every issue they have is all the car kids how to do their engines, keep them separated. Next slide. Here they're checking the trueness of the crankshaft, okay? Tool right here. Okay? Next slide. Here they did a non-destructive inspection. They put the black light on it, they can see the cracks in the crankshaft where you can't see with the naked eye. They show you how that works, okay? Next slide. And here is our that's our table assignments for next slide. Here's our, we're going to do 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to use table 2A, okay? So it's going to be 5 students and 1 table will have 6 students on it, okay? We got 2 flank ones and we're going to have 2 right ones. Okay, so let's see, that's pretty much it. Next slide. And there's our student presentations and there's our field trip to American Southwest Airlines. Sometimes I have to switch it, move it up, and move it back because something's going on at that particular field trip location, okay? So that might occasionally not happen, it's not too often, okay? Next slide. Okay, that's it. Lights, 2 lights. Okay, now let's do the, I'm going to have the interns call out this table number.